Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go from Houston. This taken at the front. He'll get this across the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Oh, ready? Hey, uno.
Down begins with a pass. He's got a receiver wide open. It's a gain of 20. That'll be taken down at the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
First carry was David Montgomery. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
What's that? Hey, south. Hey.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth. A quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Stroud to throw. Here on 1st and 10. On the right side. Taken in by Collins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Texans.
That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Tony. Flat.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Taken in, and he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
The Texans, 1st
they
down.
get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think. He started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
18. What's that?
On 1st in check. Here's Stroud. Well, broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Intended for
Coverage
Dalton Schultz.
excellent there.
Incomplete.
It'll bring up second
Leads
and
to
goal.
second and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
We'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down
Oh,
and
okay.
goal.
Hey.
On the ground, Montgomery. He's into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Texans. It's his second touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine
Kaimi
starting a game
Fairbairn
offensively.
lining up for
To
the
be able to
extra point.
sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Makes the score Texans 7, Lions nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. But dangerous Nico Hardman on the return. And he extends the numbers for his drive. The drive will begin
At
there.
25-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Moving left. He'll tuck it and take off. Terrific start to this
It's a
drive.
gain of
Gain of
23
23
yards.
and a first down.
And the Lions.
You know this defense worked all week defending this
First and
quarterback
10 at the
as a
48-yard
scrambler,
line.
as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Kamari Lassiter on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 20.
They get it even 20 on that one. First down, Detroit.
It's a gain of 20.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams.
Pass on first down.
And he's close to another first down. Just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9.
The best quarterbacks,
Brings
Mike,
up
they have an
second
internal
and
clock in their
nine.
head. How does my
At the
protection
17-yard
match
line.
up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to connect, checks it down to his underneath drop, picks up what he can.
And the Lions are going to first and goal. He's taken down at the 7.
A gain of 10 yards.
And this has been a really
That's
nice
another
answer so far to this game. Like when you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right
First
down
and
the
goal.
field and
Detroit.
score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
He'll be right there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up second and goal.
So we'll get a second and goal when we return. 7-0 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter as they come up now, second and goal. Gibbs is in for a
It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come out with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one.
The Texans
through
take
the
over
end zone
first and
for a
10
touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Cobb. And he's down inside the 40-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 28 yards.
Pick up there of 28 yards.
First down.
Didn't take them long to get
First
now to
and
their
10 at the
opponent's side of the
37-yard
field.
line.
I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So a big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Look the high, look the high. Ow, that's right. 118, what's up?
Here's Stroud. To the right side here, passes Cobb. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up
Gain
third
of
down.
4 brings up third.
All right, so anytime you're
and
facing the
4.
blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
118,
Modest gain.
what's up?
They'll go here on third and short yardage. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that
First
offensive
and 10 at the
coordinators use to just
25-yard
get their
line.
quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here comes second and 4.
Ow, what's up? Hey, South, 18, what's up?
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught right side. It's headed to Schultz.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up the first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. Settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Stroud to throw here on first down. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. He's not going to get too far to tackle after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. 118.
They're going to run the draw with Montgomery. At the 6. That sets up third and goal.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now
2
third
minutes to
and
play.
5.
First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment. from the gun here on third down. It's Stroud. That one in the end zone. And it's incomplete. Was great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. Trying to be fair, Barry, coming on to try the field goal. The kick is good right down the middle. And the Texans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Hartman now to return it. They'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Cole Hartman on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this one go long for Williams. The first will be batted away. Incomplete. Very strong defensively. It's second down.
You don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Second and 10.
A gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Got it. Ready?
Third and 9.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? Something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line.
3-yard line.
Oh, ready? 118. Okay. Hey, uno. Hey.
On play action. Stroud. Back to the tight end. Stokes.
They have a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Hey, south. All right. 118.
To throw is Stroud. We'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
19 yards.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. First and 10.
Why, Tony? Now, what's what? Buggy.
Crowd to throw. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second.
A big loss on the
Clock
play.
is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
It's complete. It's down. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but
pickup of
he got a
18
good
yards.
chunk of yardage
It's
back
now
with
third
that one.
down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup
First
of
and
9.
10 at the 38-yard line.
It's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
18. What's that? Look the hot, look the hot.
On first down, it's Stroud. Huge mistake. It is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
At the 46-yard line.
Seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Brings up second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards away. His kick is
The field
good.
goal is good.
The Lions will
That
level the
ties the
score
game at 10.
10 apiece.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Hardman now returning. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Give it to Gibbs. He's going to be fouled up quickly after a game of about 1. Daniil Hunter with the stop.
Brings up second and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one outrides to Gibbs. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he will go all the way. St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play run after the catch.
The extra point is good. And the Lions go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Texans 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Oh, 18. That's it.
Now, Stroud. He drops it in there. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. If he got away with one here, it was no chance.
Heavy rush. He goes down.
Christian Izia.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He was hit as he threw in the pass. It is incomplete.
It's now
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
On the quick, right? 18. That's it.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. So he is taken back by Aiden Hutchinson. His second sack of the afternoon. Number 5 for him on the year. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Buffalo 18.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunately, there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down. Here we go. Here we go. Wrap roll 80.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
22 yards, the pickup
First
there.
down.
Good for a Lions first
A gain
down.
of 22 yards.
There's a combination
First
of
down,
footwork and
Detroit.
vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
To Slav, a man in motion. Hill looks to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Loose inside the 20. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A huge play there on the screen pass. 36 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
They hand it to Gibbs. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Hook 19. Go.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Good block to the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out to a 24-10 lead.
Texans 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Crowd to throw. We're on 1st and 10. As he throws it, it's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19 Texans.
Here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time. It's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drop. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchdown.
20-yard line.
Tag! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the
It's a
line.
loss of 2. Brings
Well,
up
they try to get the run
2nd and
game
12.
started here early on this drive,
18-yard
Mike, and they're
line.
just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Well, it is caught, and it's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of
It's
play.
a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. the third-round pick, leading this offense well. It is a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this two-score lead. And instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And they will finally get them to the ground. The Texans, 18-yard line.
A gain of 39 yards.
A long one from Gibbs.
Another
39 yards.
Lions.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. The extra point is up and through. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Oh, right. 118. What's that?
Stroud to throw here on the first down. Open downfield. It's Nico Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 10 yards to go.
All right. Why Tony?
From the gun, here's Stroud. Over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And the Lions are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
To begin the drive. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The former defensive rookie of the year, Will Anderson, getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
18 Cardinal.
The Slav, a man in motion. Now going to set up to throw. Loosely, and it is out. The Texans have it. Some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game.
Makes the score Lions
turnover
31.
that led to the defensive
Texans
touchdown.
17. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Kickoff return here. And he'll bring this close to the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
When you get a big return like that, the offense takes the field with a lot more energy. They can see the end zone. They know they've got a short field. It brings a boost to the entire sideline when the special teams can have an impact play like we just saw.
They'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's a first and goal.
And the Lions.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's Gibbs. And will be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and
They
goal.
need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. They'll drop to throw. First to his right. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25. So right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Don't worry. Hey, Uno. 18. What's that?
To throw is Stroud. To the right side. Complete. Close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's second and inches.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, too fast for linebackers and a lot of times
They've got him. Aiden Hutchinson. He gets in yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one.
18. What's that?
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. Outside, it's complete. 20 yards.
those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning on third downs is a recipe for success. He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Stroud. Man, that's Jaden Higgins. They're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Texan first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Oh, 118.
So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. And they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one.